Hi, my name is Antonio. A question I get a lot, really a lot, is what happens if I change my name? Okay, first of all, I don't know if you're aware of the numerology and the power of your name, but it is very powerful. Actually, very powerful. If you go down or back in history, you'll see that movie stars, Pope, kings, emperors, and so on and so forth, they changed their name. Why did they change their name? Just because they want a nicer name? No, really. There's a mystery, there's a secret behind the name. And I get a lot of questions, Facebook, emails, and so on. What happens if I change my name? Okay, it's very important to understand that the name you receive the first 36 months of your life, okay, which is 3 years, is the name we are to use. That's the name we analyze. If you change your name afterwards, now that doesn't mean that the changed name doesn't do anything. It does. But what I'm trying to say is that it does not void your first name. Now, it is important to analyze both names and see if it's positive or negative. I see too many people change their names, or they want to change their names, and they consult me for that. And it is not the right name or the proper name or the favorable name for what they want. And sometimes instead of bringing them up, it brings them down. See, I'm going to give you my personal example. Until 1999, at the age of 39, my name, people used to call me Tony. Now, you have Tony, and my real name is Antonio. Okay, let's analyze and see what the message, what the meaning is. This is a 6, and this is a 7, this is a 5, and this is a 2. We add that up. Here we have a 13, which is a 4. And here we have a 7. 7 plus 13 equals 20, which is a 2. Okay, so this name would be a perfect name for Tony's Pizzeria, for example. Tony, one of the guys. Now let's see what Antonio says. Here we have 1, 6, 9, 6. Here we have 5, 2, 5. Now, 1 plus 6 plus 9 plus 6 equals to 22. 5 plus 2 plus 5 equals to 12, which is a 3. 12 plus 22, see, we don't reduce the 22 because it's the, some people call it, or some numerologists call it the master number. I don't like that, because master, it's fuel for the ego. So I would call it double vibrations, okay? So 12 plus 22 is 34. And 34 is a 7. Now you see, here we have someone who associates, part of the team, like I said, Tony's Pizzeria. 13-4, which is a karmic number, meaning Tony is going to work a lot. He's going to work a lot. Yes, he will be philosophical sometimes when he talks. So, very diplomatic, one of the guys. When you look at Antonio, for example, so the 3 stands for communication, 7 for spirituality, and 22 is a very, very powerful, strong number. So, I'd like to communicate my spirituality in a big way. You understand? So, while I was called Tony, it did not void Antonio. But what it does to Antonio is like, you see, a curtain. Antonio's still there, but it's like a curtain tainting it. And you need to know if this empowers you or weakens you. Now that's where the analysis is. Now, you see, the name encloses a karmic lineage throughout, I call it the corridors of time. Now, by changing my name, that doesn't mean I'm going to erase my karmic links to the family, the lineages behind those names. It may alleviate, but you see, I have to do the work. See, karma, I mean, I don't know if you believe in karma or not. I hope you do, because it's very simple. Karma is action-reaction, cause and effect. That's all there is. And karma, I call it the 360 degrees. So 180, another 180 makes 360. So that means I've done something, or I've begun something, and I ended something. So there's nothing wrong with karma. I mean, we cannot live outside of karma. It's actually a great thing. When you think about it, it's called closures. Okay? So, if you change your name, you may want to see if it empowers you or it weakens you. Very important. But like I said, and I will repeat, it will not void the name you were registered with in the first 36 months. Okay? So, thank you very much, and I hope I clarified some of your questions.